and welcome back to this video. Here I will be showing you how to design social media flyers using Done For You template. Okay, so the reason I'm choosing this first is because really this time that we have right now, most of designs that people make are social media like designs, because that is the way people create content, that is the way people communicate, that is the way people reveal their brand to their audience. So people are creating content every day, they want flyers. You see that there are a lot of demand for graphic designers in many companies today, and that's because they want to improve their social media presence. So social media design is just one of those important designs, and then beautifully there are template for social media design. So this is your Canva interface, right? So you can see up there you have For You, you have whiteboards, you have social media presentation videos, and what have you. So what we are going to do now is to click on social media, and that's where we are going to go right now. Okay, so what do you see here? We have template already here. We have collection, we have Instagram post, we have Facebook post, we have Instagram story. And like I told you the other time, they are already measured for you. If you look at this design, you see that they kind of have different height, and they have different sizes, different height, different widths. They have it, and you can see for Facebook, you can see Instagram story, the dimension is different from this, from WhatsApp status, from Facebook covers, Instagram reels, TikTok videos, and a number of things like that. So I'm just going to make a number of examples for you, and let's just take right, let's take Instagram post for example. Okay, so one thing you need to understand about template are that every single thing on templates are editable. The text, the images, the shapes, the textures, the backgrounds, the colors, the text, like the typography, the typeface. What else? What other element do you think are on the design that I've explained? Every single thing is editable. Can you see how simple this design is? That is why I told you that everything is just in place already for you. You just want you to come and just have it to yourself. Okay, so the major thing you have to do is at least tweak some things about this design, because of course a lot more people, thousands and millions of people, have access to this same design. So you don't want to use exactly what they used and find out that someone else did the same thing. Okay, so you just want to tweak some little things about it. You might just want to tweak the color, but if you really feel like, okay, I don't think I know what exactly I want to do here, I don't want to mess up with a lot of things, you might just change some little things like your text and the things that you feel are not related to what you need. Okay, so that is what you can do, because I figured out that, but really I don't expect it to be that way, because I've told you and I've taught you this principle. So if you would just bring this principle here and apply it, you won't mess up. For example, see this perfect app, you can see the positioning, it is very aligned with the play music, right? So because of the principles I've taught you, you would not want to shift it here. You can see that it's not balanced, and then you want to save the design. I can say you are done. No, that's why you must every single thing I've taught you, they must be coming back to your head whenever you want to design. So once you do this, you already know something is out of place. You already told us that this has to be aligned, and you return it back. So I see people that people make designs with already made template, like with every single thing in place for them, and then you find out that they probably just come here, increase this. I'm telling you, increase this, and just place it just anyhow. Like I don't even know how to mismanage the design right now so that you can get what I'm trying to say. But they just place it anyhow. You see, sometimes they just click on the heading and decide that, okay, I want this more increased. I'm not saying you should not explore, but really, if you know that you don't really have that touch that you can really put to make it for now, like you're still a beginner, don't overdo this editing. There are a lot of elements on this design. There's the text, there are colors, there are shapes, there is a mobile phone like a mock-up, there is a button, black button, there's a download, there's a lot of things, and then there is a background. Can you see now that I clicked on it, there's a like a purple indication there. So now that I clicked on that, did you see that the option changed for me? I have explained these things to you, so I really won't go back on that. So that means I can just easily click on this and decide to change the background. That is very, very, very possible. Okay, so I'm just going to choose a background now so that you know that, okay, this is a D table. All right, did you see that? Okay, but I'm going to go back because, of course, it doesn't fit into that. Like, it changed the entire thing. Okay, so here you have this shape. You can move this shape around. Amazing. So you can see, wow, so this is the way they made this shape anyway, so that maybe when you start doing your designs yourself from the scratch, you can know how to achieve some shapes. You can see this. You wouldn't have thought that was the way they did this, right? But now you know. So that also is a detail. That means I can come here, I can change the color to what pleases me. I can decide to add transparency. I've told you all of this things, so I won't go back to them, but I'm just telling you every single thing is editable. I've told you how to use tools for each element. Okay, so this phone, you're wondering, this phone looks like an image, am I going to be able to edit it? Absolutely, you can edit. You can see that there are even a lot of colors. You can see 4 color. Wow, like there are a lot here. Okay, so let's look at it. Did you see something change around the phone? That means that is the color of the phone. If you click on the second one, let's click on this third one and change it to say purple. Did you see a purple line? Yeah, so it's just like the mobile phone is made up of a lot of things, a lot of colors, and you can just engage it the way you want. Okay. Oh no, we don't want to change everything actually. Okay, so that is just to inform you that every single thing on this place is really, really editable. No jokes, they're editable. So once you click this, you can see that there's an image inside of this mobile phone. You can also edit this image. So by clicking on the mobile phone, it gives you, anytime you see the replace button, it means that you can change what is inside of that design. It means you can change what is inside of that design. So by clicking replace, i can I can pick up anything from here depending on what you want. Don't forget, I'm just doing this to show you certain things. So let's say this is the image of the lady I want to use. Can you see that? I can decide. Let's say I'm selling, I don't know what that lady is pouring, but let's assume that is something like what I'm selling. I can decide to change that this image, and then just click on this. Once you click on this, what do you have? You have the tools that you can use to edit it. So I could come here and say um I'm thinking maybe it's oil. Best olive oil. I'm thinking maybe it's oil actually. So let me put this up here. Best olive oil. And I leave it like this. This is right alignment. Okay. So let's assume it is she's selling olive oil. So I can also come here, since the text are not what I want, I also edit it and say this olive oil can be used, all right, or let's say this olive oil is the best in town, a fact that has been proved. I don't want to spend time doing that. Has been proved by 10,000 customers, right? That's social proof. Okay, so and that is what you just want to type, and you want to change this to this text that is here. You want to change it to buy now. Imagine if you want your buy now to be in capital letter. What do? You can decide to type it in capital letter using your caps lock rather. Buy now. And right now, we already have something quite different from what we met here. But does it still look amazing? Yes. So I can decide to change this orange color, but right now I really feel it complements the oil in that bottle. This is the way a designer should think. So I really feel it complements it. I really don't necessarily have to have just the lemon everywhere. That complements it, and I think it's okay. Plus there is an outline on the mobile phone having the lemon color, so you can change this too. And if you think I don't want it, then that's fine. But what if, oh, you're looking at I want to put the address here. What about that? Absolutely, just come here. I told you how to bring in text. You can just come here and bring in your text. Like, it's going to be a small text because you're trying to like type your email. So you can click add a little bit of body text and say edit. Okay, say Ikoyi, whatever number, right? Ikoyi, Lagos, Nigeria. Sorry about that. Let's edit it again. All right, Nigeria. Okay, so this is even still bigger than what we want. So what do we do? Of course, you change the font size, reduce the font size. Okay, so let me delete this since we don't need it. Like, we don't need it, absolutely don't need it. Okay, so I'm just going to bring this here. Remember that your arrangement is very important. So what if I want to put an icon that shows address? What do I do? So I go to my plus. Anytime you're trying to bring something that is not inside of your template, you're clicking on the plus button to go and look for that. So I can go to element and then click address icon. Let's see what we have. So you're going to have can you see that this is location icon? I can pick whichever one. Which one do I think I want? A black or white, a white or black, whatever. So let's just pick one here. This is fine for me. I think I like this. So do you leave it like this because this is the way it came into your canvas? No, this is not what you do. You reduce it. You can, once you long press this dot, whichever part of the dot you are trying to long press, just make sure that once you are pulling in or pulling out, you're not releasing your hand on it. So I release it to like as small as I want it. I use this cross plus button to shift it around. If you use the second button, which is showing a rotation, it's just going to keep rotating the image. So please don't do that. So you can click on that, hold it, and keep moving it to where you want it to be. Yeah, I really feel it's where I want it to be. I think I want to make this bold. Amazing. Liking this. Okay, so right now I can use a plus button. What am I trying to do? I think I'm trying to, you can zoom it, you can see that I zoomed it because it's small and I want to be able to see what I'm doing. So I can edit this and put olive oil, sorry, trying to put the email, because these are the things like you might experience if you want to. Olive oil 12 at gmail.com. Okay, .com. All right. Okay, so I want to check, do I have it on the same line with the Ikoyi? I want to be check. Okay, now I do. So what do I do now? I need another icon for this. I'm really doing this so that you can understand that you have access to a lot of things here. So I could come here and say mail or email icon. Amazing. Did you see that? Okay, so I'm just going to choose this. I think I like it. So now it's big again. And what do? You reduce it to the size that you want and you pick it. But look, can you see it looks smaller than the, so it's either I reduce the location icon to the way I have my email, or then I increase it. It must look alike, please. It really must look alike. So I think I just want to reduce it because I like it small. I could still increase it a little bit. You can zoom out. Once you zoom out, you'll be able to see it better. Good. Still seems a little bit bigger. I think I achieved what I want. And it looks like this olive oil is not entirely like, doesn't look entirely on the same line. Or am I the one seeing it that way? No, it's not entirely on the same line. You must be able to yes, now I do have it here. So you can see now that I'm zooming, I can obviously see that it's on the same line. But the other time I knew they were not on the same line. So you see how amazing this looks. So I can decide to make this also bold and italicize it, whichever way I want it. I can decide not to italicize it and have it like this. Is beautiful. I love this font. Actually, I love this font type. Sometimes when you want to know what font did they use, not necessarily because you want to change it, you can check the font here. I love this font. It looks simple, it looks straight to it. Canvas Sans, amazing. That's nice. That's a nice font. So I'm going to delete this, or I could decide to, okay, let me put the phone number here. Let's do something. +234 plus 81045. and that. Okay, so we have the mobile phone now. If you need a phone icon too, you can also bring that in. I won't be spending time. Then I can dub. It's better if I have like two things that are coming here so that they can give a great art. Can you see now that when I reach the base where the olive oil is, there is a line that came for me. So now I know, okay, no, I missed that. So now I know that I'm right, like rightly aligned. So you keep moving it until the grid helps you to good. Until the grid helps you to realize that yes, I am where I need to be. And then you release it. And this is amazing. So I can decide to put another information there. And my design is ready to use. So do we bring in a phone icon quickly? But really you can get that. There are many icons here. You can decide to use whatever you want. Phone icon. Some companies have the normal phone number, and then they have a WhatsApp number, right? I love this. So I'm going to use this. Okay. Do you know you can change the color of these icons you are bringing in? Obviously, because you can see it in the tools. I don't have to explain that. You can see black color here. It means you can change this color. It means so, but I'm going to maintain that black. So I'm going to zoom in so that I can see what exactly it is I'm doing. I'm going to reduce it so that it can fit perfectly well. And I'm going to put it here. Amazing. Is it there? Take your time on your designs. Please take your time on your design. This is what you are sending out to people out there. Don't just rush over it and be very painstaking about it. So I can plus this, or let me just say WhatsApp icon. Your WhatsApp icon does not have to be like, so what I'm saying doesn't have to be green, because I really don't think I want this one to be different out of all the icons I have there. So I think I love the fact that this is black. So I'm just going to pick it and come here. It's still not well reduced. I'm going to, if you feel like you are reducing and you don't understand, just zoom it out. Absolutely amazing. So I love this. I love what I'm seeing here. And then we are done with this design and it looks great. Like, and I have changed a number of things on this design. So what do I do next? I want to save the design. Sometimes if you really want to know what dimension did they use, I already told you where you can click on here, and then you're going to see what dimension they used. Can you see? This is 1080 by 1080 pixel. Okay, so maybe another time you want to make your design from scratch and it's an Instagram post, you can just input this same cost, this same size. All right, so it helps you. And if you feel like okay, you want it in inches, either you make it in inches or you make it pixel. It's just about conversion. So if I'm making my own inches, it can never be 1080. Okay, it will be really reduced because you don't, pixel and inches are not like measured the same. I want to save it, so I'm going to click on this button and my design is just going to save into my phone. And right, I am just practically done. I can send this to my client and say your design is ready, and then the person is like, wow, I love this design. Because really I love it. I love simple designs actually, and I love this. It looks amazing, and you didn't even have to download the mock-up phone. You didn't have to download anything. You just made everything right here on your Canva. So this is going to be the end of this video. This is going to save, like once it's done, it's going to save into my phone. I am going to see you in the next video. I'm still going to show you some other templates that could really give you amazing designs. The thing is, these principles cut across any design you are trying to make. Okay, so now save it. I'm going to see you right in the next video. Thank you for watching.